Hello, my name is Olivia Emeka, and just like you, I have battled with negative body image, which is basically because I was that girl that really did not get so much affirmation growing up. Also, because the external features of puberty came pretty late for me, so I was really thinking that something was wrong with me, and it affected the way I perceived my body. It affected the way I saw myself, and also because the societal standard of beauty was trash, and a girl was growing up expecting to be a certain way, only for me to be a direct opposite of that, right? And certain features I thought I was going to possess, I really didn't possess them. So I got really worried and I thought I was not okay. And it affected the way I saw myself. It affected the level of confidence I had. It affected my self-esteem, affected my self-confidence, affected me in a different way. I just did not think I was one of the pretty girls in quotes. And it affected the level of expression I gave to myself. It made me become very timid. I was so shy. And that's because other ladies or other girls around me to me were beautiful and I wasn't. And I thought to come on here and share with you certain things about my body that I was so insecure about. I just want you to know that you're not alone in this. Some of us also had it rough. The first thing that I was so insecure about, I'm sure it's something that you also have noticed. I mean, but you don't know I'm insecure about it, but you've actually seen it already. That would be my dentition, right? Um, I'm sure you can see the dental stain there, right? And growing up, you always thought in your family that, oh, it's because of antibiotics you took while you were a child and you were very sick as a child, those stories. I don't know if that's true, but I've actually asked questions. I've actually read as well. And I figured that, yeah, when a child has a lot of antibiotics growing up, it tends to affect their dentition, right? It also leads to dental discoloration most of the times. But I'm grateful mine isn't that bad. But growing up, I was so insecure about it. Oh, I was so insecure about it because I had my friends bully me because of that. My classmates would always make nasty comments about that. And I really hated the fact that my dentition came out that way. It also affected my confidence in my smile. I wasn't that girl that would smile a lot. Oh, I was always hiding my smile. Like when people are saying something funny, I'm like, those things. And I didn't realize that I was that timid. So growing up, I had to embrace it. And I told myself, oh, one day I would have to fix it. And that day has never come. And that's because if I ever wake up and I say I want to fix it, it's because I want it, not because people think they don't like it. I don't care what people think at this point in my life, right? And then, at some point in my life, when I embraced it, I started smiling more. I started smiling harder. And people would say, oh my God, but you should smile often. You have an amazing smile. Your smile is so beautiful. I'm like, really, so I struggled to accept that part of my life, and you can imagine it hindered me from smiling for a long time. But now I smile hard, girl. Just say a word, I'm smiling already. The next thing that I was very insecure about, my legs. Yeah, so growing up I had bow legs, right? I mean, it wasn't so bow, just curved legs. And not just me having the bow legs, I also had hairy legs. And it was irritating to me. I don't even know why, but for some reason, when you've seen a lot of westernized or Hollywood movies, and then you see that, oh, the ladies there, they don't like hairs, they have to always remove their hairs, they use hair removal cream and the rest of it. They made it look like having hairs on your body was such a terrible thing, and I hated my hairs. Oh, I'm quite hairy, by the way. And I just didn't like the fact that I was hairy, especially on my legs that people would see all the time. So it made me wear a lot of pants. Instead of wearing skirts, I would always wear pants. And thank God I had the swim brother, so it was easy for me to switch to cover that up. And I wore a lot of pants. And I didn't realize that I was doing myself wrong because my confidence was down. So when I would see young ladies that had hairless legs or even had straight legs, as they would call it, I would feel so bad. And I had one of my friends then, she was my best friend at then. She had straight legs and she would always tease me about my legs. And I would feel so bad. And I would wish that, I could do surgery to change my legs. A lot of nasty things I wished as a child. I would wish that I could change my legs. I would wish I would wake up with straight legs and beautiful legs and long legs and the rest of it, but it never happened. But then one thing happened one day. One of those times, my other sister was trying to declutter her clothes, her wardrobe, basically. And then I took one of the outfits that she wanted to give out, and I decided to try it on. And I wore the skirts and I wore her shoes. And I don't know what pushed me. I just said, let me go to the sitting room and show them how I looked. And my mom goes, Ebube, oh my God, you look good. I'm like, you say? She said, yeah, your legs look beautiful on those skirts. It felt like good news to me. The first time ever in my life, somebody was admiring my legs, and it mattered to me because it was my mom, right? And after that, and I was very shy. I ran inside and I had to remove the clothes immediately because I wasn't that confident. But one thing that happened is that after that particular day, the next few days, I tried on skirts and I would wear heels and I would bring down the mirror and I would walk on those heels and I would watch my legs. And I'm like, okay, well, maybe I should embrace it. Maybe I should embrace the skirts and flaunt these legs. And I had to start consciously admiring my legs. Like I would consciously tell myself, your legs are beautiful. I had to start affirming myself, basically. That's what I'm saying. I would remind myself that it doesn't matter if you have bow legs, your legs are beautiful. It doesn't matter if your legs are not straight, like this person's legs. Babe, your legs are beautiful. And that led to self acceptance. And I started wearing skirts often. I started wearing heels. I started wearing gowns. I started having people compliment my legs, and they would say, oh, your legs are full. Your legs are really beautiful. Your legs, oh, you're hairy. Wow, I like hairy legs. I'm like, okay, where's that coming from? But first of all, it came from me accepting that I had beautiful legs, right? Whether people said it or not, it didn't mean anything at that point because I had come to the point of self acceptance. I just accepted that my legs were beautiful, regardless of whether they were straight or not, regardless of whether they were hairy or hairless. My legs are beautiful. And I wear skirts right now like no man's business. I wear pants. I love pants because I feel more comfortable in them, but I also don't forget to wear my gowns and I wear my heels and I slay on those heels and I don't care what anybody says about it. Another thing that I was so insecure about were my boobs. Yeah, I like I said, puberty features came so late, right? So while my friends, my peers were wearing brassiere or bra, as we'll call it, I was wearing singlets. I was wearing, we call it half coats, half coat or shimi, whatever you called it then. But that's what I was wearing, and I was so sad that my friends were wearing, the bra, and I couldn't wear it. I just couldn't wear it. But most times I would stare at myself in the mirror, and I'm like, just grow overnight. I was desperate to have big boobs. I don't know why. Because my friends had big boobs. So for me, I thought it was a thing. And also because they felt more feminine in their body. And they would always make fun of me that I didn't have, what they had. And I eventually told my mom to buy me the brassiere. And she delayed for some time. The day she bought it, oh my God, I couldn't let anybody sleep. I called my friends. I'm like, to me it was such a big thing, because for some reason I felt that you being busty or you having big boobs meant a lot. But right now, yo, I am so comfortable with the size of my boobs. I have never been more comfortable because when I see young ladies and maybe they're busty and I see the level of pain they go through, the backache and everything, I know that, oh, God saved me, right? And this is not in any way to shade anybody. If you have big boobs, oh, trust me, I'm not better than you. Trust me, you're awesome the way you are. For me, I just realized that it was not a determinant factor to whether I was beautiful or not. No, I was really insecure about it because I would always wonder, okay, what if I get married and he doesn't like it? What if I get married and my husband doesn't like the size, or he wants it a bit bigger, or he wants a particular? And at some point, I'm like, what am I even? Why am I even being hard on myself? I can't change it. It's God given. I cannot change it. I have to accept it. And I did. And trust me right now, I love this eyes. I have never wished again that I had bigger boobs. No, I don't want it. I'm okay this way. That wasn't a proof of whether you're a woman or not. Having big boobs or having big whatever was just the least of these things. I was a woman regardless of whether I had them or not. I was just a woman, right? Another thing I was very insecure about was my height. So I was quite skinny as a young girl. I was very skinny and I wanted to be a model growing up. And for some reason, my siblings would always say to me, "You're going to be so tall." In fact, everybody expected that I was going to be the tallest in the family. Guess what? I turned out becoming the shortest in my family. That made me feel like something was wrong somewhere. How am I the shortest? Like I'm the shortest, trust me. My younger sisters are taller than me. Like when I'm shouting at my younger sister, I'm looking up and she's looking down, right? So you can imagine the picture. Just picture that for a moment. You know, I just really expected that I was going to be tall. I really wanted to be tall. I wanted to be tall. I thought I was going to be tall because again, I was so skinny. But I look at myself in the mirror and I'm like, what happened? Do you get what I mean? So it made me very insecure. And somehow I think that was also what made me love wearing heels a lot because, it gave me more body posture, more height, and I felt more confident wearing heels. But that aside, wearing heels actually accentuates your body as a woman, gives you better posture, helps you to walk more feminine. But for me, as at that period, I just really wanted to be tall and it didn't come. And I felt disappointed in myself. I felt disappointed in my body. I felt like my body gave up on me, like my body stopped growing. So every other person around me, they were growing taller and I wasn't. I know as a teenager, you always tend to measure yourself. You're like, oh, I'm taller than you, I'm taller than you, I'm shorter than you. So for me, it was just irritating to me for anybody to make comments about my height. I'm like, I hate you, just get out. But right now, I'm okay with my height. If I was taller than this, I would have loved my height regardless. If I was shorter than this, I would have also loved my height regardless. The next thing I was very insecure about was my voice. Oh, I thought my voice was too tiny for, I don't know, I just thought it was too tiny. And plus, I mean, I sing, so I admired certain voice textures like Tasha Cobbs and those strong voices. I just didn't think my voice was strong. I thought it was too tiny and too it wasn't powerful. My talking voice, people would always make fun of me, but in a good way, not in a bad way, right? So like they mimic me when I talk and they're like, oh my God, is that your real voice? I think one thing about my voice that I've come to love and accept is that it's unique. You don't hear my voice everywhere. When I talk, people know it's me talking. My voice can be therapeutic. I know. Don't ask me how. I just know, right? My voice can be put to good use. I'm a voiceover artist, and I can put my voice to good use. So my voice brings me money, basically. My voice earns me money right now. So I think it's something I've loved. I've come to love, basically. And I sing well. I'm a soprano singer, so we get to have the high pitch and everything about it. Okay, so yeah, I love my voice now. But the good news in all these things is that at some point in my life, I accepted my body the way it was. I built a positive body image, and it has helped me. It has helped me to see myself in a better light. It has helped me to become more feminine. I'm such a feminine and fragile person, right? I have never for once regretted or wish my body was like someone else's body. I love my body now, and it has helped me to also embrace certain outfits that accentuates my body. So if I'm to give you any advice today, I would say love your body the way it is. You cannot change anything. Don't wish you were taller. Don't wish you were shorter. Don't wish you're light skinned. God created you because He wants you to be this way. Your body fits exactly where you're going to. Think of yourself in a better light. Build a positive body image. Affirm yourself. It helped me a lot because back then I would always look at myself in a mirror and I would affirm myself and tell myself my body was beautiful. I love my body the way it is. As a woman, you're growing. Your body changes as well. You probably start having stretch marks and cellulite and the rest of it. Appreciate your body the way it is. Nobody has the right to make you feel the way you don't want to feel. If your body is appreciated by you, then any other comments, side comments about it shouldn't bother you. Your body is God's temple and you have to love it. You have to treat it right. You have to take care of your body. You don't treat your body like it's nothing. You have to treat your body right, eat well and take care of your body. Create a skincare routine for your skin. Just treat your body with respect and love. I chose to share this with you because I know that a lot of you out there, young girls basically, struggle with negative body image, but I went through it as well and I've come to love myself. If I can do it, you can do it. There is nothing wrong with your body. You can start the journey of positive body image by affirming yourself every morning. Look at yourself in the mirror and tell yourself you're beautiful. I love you. Your body is perfect. Your body was perfectly, molded and sculptured by God, and you're just the best of your kind. Do not pay attention to negative comments about your body. Do not allow people to project their insecurities on you. No, 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 no. Guard your mind, guard yourself, guard whatever you give attention to. And trust me, one day your body will thank you for it. It would affect your mind. And before you know it, you start feeling like you're beautiful. And before you know it, you start acting in confidence that you're beautiful. When people say you're beautiful, it doesn't ring a bell anymore. You're like, they are like the 1,010,000% saying it to you because you've said it to yourself countless times and you start believing that you're beautiful. Nobody is like you. You're unique. Your body is beautiful. Your legs are cute. Your face structure is awesome, perfect. Your skin is awesome. Your eyes are beautiful. You're just beautiful. I love you to the moon and back. Bye for now. See you in my next video. Mwah.